For today's lesson, we're going to be learning about rocks. We're going to be learning about this thing called the rock cycle, which incorporates the three main types of rocks that we're going to learn about more in the next couple days. So today we'll just give you a basic introduction to those types of rocks and how they work together to form the rock cycle. And we're also going to talk about how they're different from minerals and how minerals make up the rocks that we see every day.
Now we're going to discuss the difference between rocks and minerals. Minerals, as we know, are natural inorganic solids with a crystalline structure that also possess a fixed chemical makeup. Rocks are a little bit different. Rocks are made up of minerals and other organic materials. Minerals are the ingredients, say if you were to bake a cake, like flour and sugar. So minerals are those ingredients that are combined with other organic materials to form and create a cake.
Rocks are solid on Earth's surface, but can be in the liquid state when found underneath Earth's surface due to the intense heat and pressure they undergo.
So, you're probably asking yourself, why are rocks so valuable and why do we need them? Well, I'm going to give you the answer. We might have to rewind back to prehistoric times, but early humans used tools that were created with carved rocks, and they created things such as arrowheads and stone awls, which they used to cut through animal hides, which they could create a variety of like clothing or bags to store necessary materials for them. They also used stone tools as scrapers, which was crucial to ancient humans because it would help them to prepare wood and cut it into smaller chunks in order to build a fire for warmth and to cook food and other various tasks. Rock was chosen as the material to make these tools out of because it was more durable and less likely to break than a bone would. So stone or rock is more durable than an animal bone. Also, ancient humans used rock or stones to build various places of worship, such as Greek temples or these Aztec pyramids, which we'll show you in a second. Rock was also used in modern times as a component of concrete, which, as most of you know, is used to create all of the buildings that you see around you.
So as we said, rocks are composed of pieces of different types of minerals. For example, in this granite rock, you can see there's some black, some white, and some pink. The pink is the mineral feldspar, the black is the mineral mica, and the white is going to be quartz. Over 5,000 minerals have been identified by geologists, but only about 200 of those make up the majority of rocks that we have on Earth. We call these rock-forming minerals, and some examples are feldspar, quartz, and micas, which we saw in the granite. This next video will give you a brief introduction to the three types of rock that we're going to look at over the next couple days, and it also will tie them together in what is known as the rock cycle and how these work together and form to make the rocks that we have on Earth today.
Rocks are everywhere. They are large and small, heavy or light, porous or dense. But rocks in some shape or form can be found all over the planet. Different types of rocks are formed in different ways. There are three main types of rock: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous is a word that means fiery. Igneous rock is formed when magma or lava cools. Sometimes magma cools slowly underneath the Earth's surface. This forms intrusive igneous rock, like granite. Other times, lava cools when it comes to the surface in a volcanic eruption. This forms extrusive igneous rock. Some examples of extrusive igneous rock are tuff, obsidian, and pumice. Igneous rocks make up about 95% of the Earth's crust. The next type of rock is sedimentary rock. Sediment is small particles of sand, mud, and organic material that settle to the bottom of water or land areas, often lakes or oceans. Sedimentary rocks are formed when sediment accumulates over time in deposits that form layers. These layers become squeezed and compressed over time until they consolidate into a rock. Sedimentary rocks are the types of rocks in which fossils may be found, since the process of forming sedimentary rocks can preserve plant and animal remains that are deposited into the sediment layers. Some examples of sedimentary rock are limestone, shale, and sandstone. The third type of rock is metamorphic rock. The word metamorph means to change form, and metamorphic rock is rock that has been changed by extreme heat and pressure. Sedimentary rock, igneous rock, or even other metamorphic rocks can be changed by heat and pressure into new kinds of rock. Metamorphic rocks can be formed by being deep under the earth where pressure and temperatures are high, or when rock near the surface is heated up by the movement of tectonic plates or magma. Different types of rocks become different types of metamorphic rock when exposed to heat and pressure. For example, shale becomes slate. Sandstone becomes quartzite. And limestone becomes marble. Rocks are slowly but constantly changing in something known as the rock cycle. The rock cycle begins with magma, or hot melted rock, deep beneath the Earth's surface. This magma becomes crystallized, becoming igneous rock. These rocks begin to erode or break down into small pieces because of wind, water, or other forces. The small fragments of rock are carried away as sediment when water passes over them, and are deposited in layers, which eventually become sedimentary rocks. Then, some sedimentary rocks are pushed below the surface due to tectonic activity, where they are exposed to heat and pressure, transforming them into metamorphic rocks. If the rocks are buried even deeper, they may melt and form magma, starting the cycle all over again. Of course, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks can be eroded into sediment, and igneous rock can become metamorphic rock or lava. But one way or another, rocks all over the world keep changing from one form to the next.
Now, to recap the video that we just showed you as an intro to the rock cycle itself shows how the three main rock types, which are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks, transition and evolve over time. Again, igneous rock is made from cooled magma. Sedimentary rock is made from the collection of sediments of minerals and other organic particles that will then get compacted and hardened into layers of rock. And then metamorphic rocks are formed when intense heat and pressure morph or change the previous two rock types, igneous and sedimentary, into a new rock with new properties.